Here's what a world of robots looks like in baseball. Today on the SB Baseball Podcast.
I want robots.
Some people want the robots. Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome to the SB Baseball Podcast, where we try hard. I'm Alan.
I'm Rapper Dave. What's up, buddy?
Oh, not much, brother. How you doing?
Oh, God, it's another week. Like, baseball, they just want us to hate baseball so much. They keep bringing out these umps that just absolutely, and every week that's all we talk about. I don't want to talk about them anymore. Let's talk about something else.
So we're going to talk about what a world would look like with robot umpires.
Okay.
So you've got two situations and scenarios, and really the only thing you're bringing them out for is the strike zone.
Right.
It's just for the strike zone.
Nothing else.
That's it. They're still calling everything else. But you've got two different ways that the minor leagues have been testing out what this would look like with the automated strike zone.
Right.
So the first scenario, which is all balls and strikes are called by the automated strike zone. Mm-hmm. It's got the certain, it's 360 degrees of looking at everything, and it goes in, says ball, strike, and the ump calls whatever it says.
Yeah.
Part of the problem with that is you're taking a skill out of the game. You're removing the skill of framing a pitch from the game.
Yeah, which I think I'm okay with.
You're okay with that?
I think so. Like,
because it completely removes that. There's no point in doing it.
Yeah. No, you just catch the ball and throw it back.
Okay.
Yeah, not trying to deceive the umpire behind you. I understand the art of framing, but some of it's a bit much. Like, when you're too much movement will actually cost you a strike as well.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
So again, there's an art to it, right?
Yeah.
And you got it. There's a certain way to do it, and there's a certain way not to do it. Mm-hmm. But you have that scenario. Mm-hmm. Now you have your other scenario where the umps are still calling balls and strikes, but it can be challenged. The balls and strikes can be challenged by either the pitcher, the catcher, or the batter. You get 3 challenges a game, but if you get it right, you don't lose it.
Right.
So you get 3 wrong calls a game. If you keep getting it right, in the case of, when Winstant was doing it the other day and he has 68% of his strikes called were what was correct, he had 32% wrong. Mm-hmm. You keep getting challenges because he keeps calling them wrong. Right.
So at that point, if you just go unlimited, then just do the
it's not. It's not unlimited.
If you keep getting it,
but if you keep getting it right, right. And so, but that also leaves in there, the ability to frame pitches, and you've got to kind of be smart with how you're using them, right? Because if you fire off, in the first inning, you're a batter who thinks you know everything, and you challenge a couple, right? We get a couple challenges in the first inning. And they're both wrong, and all of a sudden now you're down to 1. You're like, okay, let's pump the brakes here a little bit, right? So I think it adds a little bit more of a skill to it, right? More strategy to it, to when you're going to challenge it, when you're not going to challenge it, and again, that the challenge has to come from the pitcher, the catcher, or the batter, and it has to happen right after the call is made.
Yeah.
So you can't be a batter and you're like, they call it a ball, they call it a strike, right? And you kind of step back and you just kind of wait for your manager to look at you or someone to look at you and be like, hey, challenge that, trying to catch like a replay or something like that. You got to, right after it's called, you got to be like, you know what? No. That one was wrong. Let's try that again.
You know what? And I've been like, hey, let's keep the game the kind of the way it is. It took me forever to get going as far as any type of new things implemented. I love the pitch clock though. It moved games along. I thought it was great. I was like, dude, we can watch games in 2.5 hours. Sometimes a sub 2 hour game last week or 2 weeks ago. But yeah, just if we're going to be challenging it, it's probably off the same software, the same thing that the damn the computer's going to tell you if it's a striker. Let's just do that. And just uniform the game, because if it wasn't so crazy and games weren't being decided by complete lunatics who don't know what a strike zone is, or, obviously there's an issue, right, where these guys are all union up, and as long as they're paying their dues, they ain't going nowhere.
Right, but also I feel like if you have the challengeability, the ability to challenge, and you have
Just keep doing it.
Okay,
and doing it and
you
doing
can
it.
keep doing it and doing it. But here's where I'm going with this. You now have something that's officially kept as part of the score of the game, right? As part of the scorebook of the game. Challenges, what was upheld, what was overturned. So now that you have that and it's part of the scorekeeping of the game, I feel like that makes it easier to hold these umpires accountable.
We already have numbers that we can actually hold them accountable. So that's not an issue. We have the data. The stuff's already there. We know
The
if they're not
stuff's there,
hitting the-
but majority of that is coming from third-party companies that's not part of the MLB, right? All these websites that everybody uses, all these scorecards that everybody uses, that's not the actual MLB. That's a third-party site. That's umpire scores or umpire scorecard or whatever the websites are that everyone is using, right? But this will actually be a stat kept by the MLB. So now you can throw that now, and plus once you have that, your next time you have a collective bargaining agreement with the MLB Umpires Association, hey, we want to add this stipulation into it, right? We want to add as if you have X number of balls and strikes overturned, we can cut your time. We can send you to more training. We can just straight up fire you.
Yeah,
right.
No, that's where we need to get.
So, but I think this kind of
Get
is a
rid of these
step in that direction to help them with that. Because again, now you're having something that's kept in the scorebooks.
I don't care. If we want to do the challenges first, and then but just get going. Just get on down the road to where we're just doing. It's the robo ump, not the he's calling everything else in the game, right?
He's
all the umpires,
automated balls and strikes, and
all the blues, all the refs are all on the lines. They're judging fair, foul, this and that, yada yada yada. I mean, we already have reviews for home runs and things like that, and it's like this is a more crucial thing because if you call a strike, it's way inside, way outside. The batter looks back at you and goes, "Oh, no, strike!" And all of a sudden his ego gets affected, and all of a sudden starts just tossing people for no damn reason because he's, a mental small person or something. Right. You know what I mean? The batter's already disturbed, like something's already happened to the batter, or the pitcher's pissed off. You know what I mean? Like terrible calls affect everybody. And so it's just like let's just eliminate it. Like. Let's just, they can call safe or out. How about that? Because they're not qualified, obviously, to do balls and strikes anymore. We're just beyond the point. We really are. Where the technology,
well, not all of them.
The technology has passed them, and we can get a more accurate. Would you want it to be right or wrong? Is the question. Now, people who are like, we hear so much from people on YouTube, and that's fine. Chime away. But do you want it to be right, or do you want it to be like, he said it was a strike, buddy. The ball was 3 feet outside.
All people from the 1940s.
Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, no, it was 8 inches outside. That's not a strike. He's either got to get home for the early bird special, or he's taking money, to make calls or something. No one in their right mind thinks the ball that is like 7 to 8 inches outside is a strike,
except for these umps that are calling it. But again, if you have this challenge system, you can now call them on their BS.
Don't do the challenge.
They can't stand by it if it's challenged and it's ruled to.
Yeah, no, get rid of the challenge. I don't think you should be able. You shouldn't have to challenge it. I think how they get to like the NFL, right? A scoring play is automatically reviewed. They should bring that shit in. Same thing with that happened to Jonah Heim with the Rangers a month ago or whatever. It was like it was like you scored. Like, was it a foul on the circumstances? Was it a foul tip? Can we look at it because we have the technology? Yes, we can. But yeah, no. I mean, if we're talking like challenging pitches, strikes, and balls, just go to the automated thing because obviously, most of these people, unless you can prove, let me tell you this. If you can call a game within 95% accuracy, fine. We don't have to do it. But if you can't, no.
But sorry. I think that would help you get to that point, right? And
no,
then
they don't care. They're unionized.
But the automated system also is not 100% correct either.
How's it not? The plate doesn't move. The ball's moving through over the plate. How's it not 100% accurate?
It's not 100% accurate.
I mean, if it's
That's what they say.
99.9, give me 99.9.
It's darn near close to 100%.
Give me 99.9.
Right? But it is not 100% accurate.
That's fine. I don't understand how it can't be, but that's fine. I don't understand what we're talking about anymore. Like, it's insane.
Well, malfunctions, right?
Sure.
Stuff.
Calibrate some machines, but obviously someone's going to figure it out within the first inning or two. If you're, Maddox, you're painting the corners and it's like, no, that's a ball. It's like, well, no, the little nip of the ball's on the line there.
Little nip, yeah. But you just, I don't want to take him out of it completely. I like the challenge system, which is something that I've talked about for a while now.
I find it incredibly stupid and challenge. Like, it's so annoying. Like, if you're gonna have to challenge every pitch,
well, you're not challenging every pitch.
But damn, if it's something like you got Angel Hernandez behind the plate,
right? But I think this helps us get rid of him.
No, they'll never get rid of him because he's in a union where he's paying his dues and that's it.
Yeah, but you can still hold them accountable.
Yeah, they don't care.
And once it becomes part of the official MLB scoring, it's a lot easier to hold these people accountable for that stuff.
Dude, the balls he was calling strikes were 8 inches off the plate. You don't need, there's no room for, like, oh, well, the calibration here was just off a little bit. It would have drilled a left-handed hitter.
Yeah.
No, we don't need the extra step for the extra BS. We just need to get the stuff right. Just get it right. Like, how hard is it to just set up and have it run as if the ball goes over the plate, catches any corner of the plate from the numbers to the knees, strike. That's what it is, right? From the letters to not the numbers, but the letters to the knees. That's a strike. It doesn't matter, like, if they're, you've seen those little league guys that get up there and they squat all the way to the ground, and then the guy throws right over the plate and goes, strike. He's like, what? You go, yeah, hey, asshole, stand up. Baseball, they want to make baseball so much harder than what it is, and they want to drive out anyone that wants to watch it, that wants to talk about it on a daily basis. I think to myself, why the hell? What are we doing here?
Yeah, but then you also got, again, this isn't just keeping the umps happy; it's also keeping the managers and the players happy.
I don't give two shits about the umpires. I don't care if they're happy. Okay. I don't care. Okay. Call the game right.
Right. But your MLB managers and your players prefer the challenge system over the ABS system.
That's cool.
Because you're removing a skill. Okay, well.
Skill for what? They can't do it now.
Framing.
No, I don't give a shit about that. It's essentially cheating. I mean, it's essentially cheating. You're trying to get a strike on a ball that you're like, oh, look at this. Huh? You catch that, it's in the strike zone. I used to do it all the time. I don't give a shit. It's cheating is what it is. It's an art skill of cheating.
You ain't cheating, you ain't trying. That's all I'm saying.
I'll tell you that right now, boy.
Everyone's trying to get any type of advantage that you can get, right?
They're slowly taking that away from baseball anyhow. Like they got away from the sign stealing and stuff like that. Now everything's on that little keypad on their knees and stuff. What? Yep. Congrats to the Astros for just ruining baseball.
I wouldn't say they're ruining baseball.
They've ruined it.
I wouldn't say they've ruined baseball.
They have. Don't even get the signs from the catcher anymore. The little fingers dangling around, little tape on the fingertips, maybe the painted nails.
Yeah.
Fucking Astros. I hate the Astros.
I know. it's
anything else?
It's fun. No, but hey, guys, let us know what you think. Do we go full automated?
Yes.
Do we do the challenge system?
No.
I'm not asking you. Nobody cares what you think.
Yes,
I care what they think.
Yes, then no.
I want to know what they say.
All right.
But let us know, guys. Leave us a comment. Hey,
we know you will.
Drop a like. Give us a follow. Tell a friend. Be like, hey, guys, this show's not half bad. They try hard. But as always, I'm Alan.
Dave.
We'll talk to you guys later. Deuces.
Can you not make a correct call? Is that a problem? You can't do your job, huh?
Thank you for listening to the SB Baseball Podcast.